How's it going, everyone? My name's Aiden. Welcome back. Today's day 322 of Post Back on this channel. Back in the journey once again. Hopefully, you all are having such a good Wednesday today and another day and week. Of course, we are back 2 more days until the weekend. So let's keep on pushing through and keep on going. But with that being said, today's message that I want to talk about is your mind believes what you tell it most often. And before we get into today's message, let's talk about the day real quick. Wednesday, man. It was a good old rest day. I was thinking about going to the gym today, but I didn't want to because tomorrow I'm running 8 miles, so that's something to look forward to. Going a little later, I think at like 9 in the morning, so that'll be good. And it's my dad's birthday, so we're gonna celebrate good tomorrow as well. So yeah, I mean today was just nothing. Slept all day, had class, but yeah, let's just get right back into today's message. Your mind believes what you tell it most often. Honest to God, I mean, I didn't really believe it at first, but kind of overthinking, overanalyzing things, I've now realized that. I actually kind of looked up why, and I figured I would just read it to you guys. So, pretty much, your mind believes what you tell it most often because the brain is wired to accept repeated information, whether positive or negative, and it uses it to create reality and guide your behavior. You know, pretty much what's kind of telling you there is that your mind will simply believe anything that is repeated over and over and over and over again. Now, although you can use it as such a positive tool, it is also a negative tool. And honestly, coming from personal experience, I've talked on this channel before. I currently go to therapy right now because I have OCD, and sometimes my OCD has gotten really severe. So pretty much it repeats, like negative stuff that's happened in my life, and it kind of latches onto it, creating urges and compulsions. And I'm not gonna lie, it sometimes it's really painful. For some of the things I think about. Obviously, I will not get into it, but it's not fun. And when it repeats the same thing over and over and over and over again, your mind will believe it. Your mind will tell you these things. But, you know, kind of what I've learned from it, and in a negative sense, if you are going through something where you overthink, you overanalyze a lot, the best thing that you should do for yourself is just accept it. And I know how hard that may seem, but what my therapist has taught me is that if you sit there and try to fight the thoughts that you have, the thoughts that you know aren't true about yourself, you know that you would never act upon it, you know that you never do these things, accept it. Accept the fact that you are having these thoughts in your mind, and I'm telling you, it makes your mind become more calm because your brain tries to play these tricks on you and tries to put these thoughts in your head that you know aren't true. It latches onto the fear of having those thoughts. And so when you just tell yourself, okay, like, yeah, I'm having these thoughts, and you know what? I got to accept it and I got to move on. It becomes weaker and weaker and weaker. You're basically giving it less ammunition, to be shooting at you. And each time it's like you're breaking it down more and more and more and more, and your mind gets less easier. Um, that's what I've learned from therapy, and it is such a help. So there's something. But when we talk about it as a positive tool, your mind is so powerful. When you're able to control it, when you're able to, you know, tell yourself these positive things. I think the biggest thing when it comes to it being a positive tool is positive affirmations. Tell yourself every day that you're beautiful. Tell yourself every day that you are amazing, you are awesome, you are wonderful, you are valued, you are important. And I'm telling you, the thing is about talking positively to yourself. It's able to stimulate positive emotions and chemicals like dopamine and serotonin and all of that fun stuff right into your brain. And, this pretty much kind of happens through a process when you're pretty much influenced by positivity. And the same thing goes with negativity. So honestly, the best thing to do, to have your mind believe those truthful and honest things is tell yourself it every single day. Every single day. And at first, it's going to take some realization. But once you're able to back up the words with actions, your whole body is just going to agree with you. Even your heart. That's what I've said before. You lead with your heart, use your brain to protect. If your heart already believes it, your heart already knows that this is what's made for you. You got to tell yourself that because your heart is what comes first. That gut feeling and your heart are the first two things that come first. If this is right for you and you feel it in both of those, you're already on a great track. You just simply need to tell yourself that. You need to have yourself believe these things that are truthful because, honestly, your head can play so many mind games on you and tell you opposite. And I know it. Trust me, from experience, I know it. So, your mind will believe what you tell it the most. So be positive. Talk that self-talk to you. Tell yourself those things that you need to hear because you will believe it. Consistency is one of the biggest things when it comes to, needing more belief over time. Do not let yourself be negative. Do not talk self negative to don't be mean to yourself. Be nice to yourself. You are a human. This is your first time living and you need to understand that. So that being said, guys, I hope you all have such a great rest of the evening. And remember to take care of yourself. You deserve every matter, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.